Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Rewind That. It's your girl Kadi, aka Miss K. We're going to be going over episode number 2 of Empire. So we are in the final season, guys, and it's a lot of speculation. I say speculation because we never know if Lucious is really dead, but as we open up into this episode, once again we see Lucious. He's on the floor, he's bleeding out, and guys, he looks dead. So I'm really hoping that that's not the case, but we never know. We're just gonna have to wait and see. And that's the writer's way of roping us in. Okay. Anyway, so don't mind your girl's hair, okay? I will have it tamed by the next video. And if not, I'm just gonna have to put a wig on it, okay, honey? Anyway, so we're gonna jump right in. Like I said, Lucious, we open up. Lucious is on the ground. It looks like he's in like his home office. And then we also see a man come in. I don't know what his name is, but I believe he was like a mentor for Lucious back in the day. So I guess there was something going on with a contract between a young lady that was signed, and it didn't work in the dude's favor. So now my thought is that they brought this guy up to as another possible murder suspect, okay? And then we also see in another scene where it says present day that he's outside of, it looks like Lucious's home, and the home is empty. They must have sold it or something like that. So it's empty, and the only thing that was in there was some type of plaque, okay? I don't know if it was a platinum plaque. I don't know what kind of plaque it was, but it was, a music plaque. So anyway, I think they probably showed us that scene and that man because he may also possibly be a suspect, like I said. All right, so I noticed that in this episode there was a lot of fillers. I'm gonna call it fillers because some of the things that was going on, I didn't feel it necessary, or I didn't feel that it was let me see, what word am I looking for? I didn't feel it made sense to the storyline. My main thing right now is, the Empire situation, what's going on with Lucious, what's going on with Cookie, and what's going on with Andre at Empire. So all the other stuff I'm just gonna call fillers. The situation that's going on with Becky and the other lady, whoever Nicole Ari Parker's character is, all of that is fillers. They're on their own, trying to start their own little music label. And then you got the Devon situation. Is his name Devon? The guy that plays Mario. Is his name Devon? I don't know. Let me know, guys, if his name is Devon. I forget. The guy that Mario plays, right? And Tiana, in their little love scene in the studio. Like, come on, guys. What is that about? How is that going to fit into this whole thing? So what I'm saying is they could put it in all they want. That's totally fine, whatever. But fillers is what I'm calling them because I don't see how it's going to tie into the whole storyline. All right. So anyway, then we have Cookie. She goes to see Damon for some answers. We find out later that the answers that she was looking for was that she wanted to know if he gave Lucious up to the feds. Like, did he sick the feds on Lucious? So we pretty much find out later on, because I'm not doing the review like I normally do, guys. I'm not going episode by episode. I'm just doing a quick recap of this episode. So we find out that she wants to know if he snitched, right? Well, if he basically sicked the feds on Lucious. And then he said he never snitched a day in his life until now. So he basically confessed that he did sick the feds on Lucious just to get Cookie away from Lucious, to free Cookie up from Lucious. And she's like, and first of all, I thought it before she said it. I'm like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? To even do that. And she basically said it like, I don't need you to, free nobody or whatever. That I'm a grown woman and you don't tell me who I choose to love or who I get to love. And so, they have something. Like, I believe that Cookie's always going to be loyal and always in love with Lucious. However, even in the last season, there was something that drew her to Damon. You could see it in her eyes, this and that. And I wasn't here for it, honestly, because like I told y'all in my last video, I'm team Lucious. No matter how stupid the name is, I'm team Lucious all day. So anybody coming in between them, I'm not with it. And I'm also not here for Lucious and his little infant child girlfriend, okay, who is also Damon's daughter. So speaking of them, we find them on a road trip. There's a sign that says Saratoga Springs, so they're going there, right? And she needs to go. They stop at a hotel, and then she needs to drive the rest of the way to get the money from her dad or whoever she's going to get the money from. Like if they're doing some type of wiring situation, I don't know, but she has to drive the rest of the way. So she leaves Lucious there, right? And then Lucious tells her, oh, I'm so happy I found you. Paraphrasing, of course. I'm so happy I found you. I get to start my life over and everything, blah, blah, blah. And I think he was kissing her, he slips a GPS locator or something like that in her pocketbook. So he goes in as she drives off. He goes into the hotel room, and now he's tracking her on this laptop. Now, my only thing with that is, and please guys let me know if I missed something, is does he know, like, why would he know to put a GPS tracker on her? You know what I'm saying? Like, does he know that this is Damon's daughter? Like, I'm just confused. I know that Cookie sent him some information because when Damon was sleeping, she, broke into his phone and she saw something that said, hold on, let me find it for you guys. It was something that said, Megan Company something. Okay, she finds something in his phone that says Megan Company campaign. I don't know what that's all about, but he gives a monthly donation or check or whatever of $100,000. Okay, so clearly this guy is paid. But anyway, so I don't know what kind of information she sent to Lucious, so I'm pretty lost on that. I'm lost on the fact that Lucious knew to put a GPS locator in this chick's pocketbook. All right, so that tells me that he had to know that she's going to see Damon. Now, does he know that Damon is her father? I mean, because clearly she's going to get the money from her father, so he has to know, like, all right, Damon's her father. But my thing is, how did he put two and two together? So they lost me on that. If you guys picked up something where I was lost, please let me know, because they definitely lost me on that one. Okay, so let's move on. Now we have the moment we've been waiting for. Andre at the hospital with his wife. When he finds her, first of all, he was, in the beginning of the episode, he was busy burying Mouse, right? And then when he gets home, he finds his wife on the floor, Terry, on the floor, and she is not breathing, okay? So when we get to the hospital, they say, okay, your wife is in a lot of trouble. The baby is in trouble, so we got to do an emergency C-section. The only thing about the emergency C-section is that if we do that, she is bound to hemorrhage. It's a great possibility that she might bleed out. So he has to make a choice, and then his son Terry's son comes in, Quincy, and he's like, so you're going to let them, you're going to let my mom die, this and that and the third. And he promises that we're going to save them both. I'm not going to let your mom die or whatever. Okay, so then we have, like I said, we have a bunch of filler scenes coming in, and I'm not going to even talk about those. So we get back to a scene in the hospital, and we have a pastor come in. I believe it's Terry's pastor, and he prays with Andre. Andre is reluctant about it. He doesn't want to hear anything about God. And Terry has been always trying to let him know, how much God loves him and all that stuff. So he's reluctant to pray, but as he's being prayed for, he gets a flashback of him choking the life out of Mouse. So he lets go of the pastor, and he doesn't want any more prayer. And then he says to the pastor, he says, you know what? I'm not going to put my faith in a God who will keep pushing me and who won't protect my family. So that was his declaration. And it's like, as soon as he made that declaration, basically he's saying, I don't need God. And then he gets the worst news. He goes into the delivery room. The baby is delivered, but he's not breathing. And then Terry's crashing at the same time. So they had to tell him, you need to get out, Mr. Lion. So then he goes into another room and he tries to bargain with God. The same God that you just said you're not going to put your faith in, but now you want to bargain with him. So this guy is all over the place, you know, and it was wonderful because he texted his mom, Cookie, and she came and she just was letting him know, you know, he did confess, like, I killed the man, Mom, God is punishing me, blah, blah, blah. And she said, well, what did you kill him for? You guys know the story. He told them he threatened my family. So she said, you know, God is not going to punish you for that. You're protecting your family, and, you know, and you can't bargain with God, as she said. You know, as much as she's tried to do that, it does not work, but he's not going to punish you for anything like that. And so, you know, they're hugging, and I was honestly here for this because, you know, the whole history, you know, Cookie was in jail for 17 years of this guy's life, of Andre's life. And there was some type of strain a little bit on their relationship, maybe even a little lack of respect, you know, because she wasn't there, you know. But I think that this kind of really opened Andre's eyes to how much this woman really loves him and how remarkable she really is, you know, like she's really a remarkable mother. This is what I took from Andre, you know, because even when we fast forward, you know, he's hugging his mother and he's like, you know, please, I don't want them to die, Mom, whatever, you know, and she's there for him. You know, she did whatever she had to do to make sure he got his heart, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, she's there to comfort him and talk to him during this time, this terrible time in his life where he's begging for the life of his wife and his child, you know, which is something that he's already lost before, a wife and a child. And so it's like, not again, you know, and she's there for him right in the moment. And when everything goes well, when he finally surrenders to God and he says, I give my family to you, Lord, they're in your hands. Guess what? Everybody, it comes full circle. The baby's okay. Then Cookie comes in and lets him know that Terry is awake. And so it was just a wonderful ending, you know, kind of, but we'll get there. It was a wonderful ending. And he says to his mother, like, I love you, Ma, you know, and I was like, that was touching for me. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet, you know, because like I said, they've been through a lot. And I think that his eyes were really open to the type of woman that his mother is, you know, and everything that she has done thus far has over exceeded her absence, right? So anyway, Lucious tracks down this guy. I don't know who he is. Is this supposed to be Ray or whatever, right? But the actor is none other than Mario Van Peebles, okay? And he's talking to him, and he's like, oh, so you're Damon's money man and all of this stuff. And he's like, pulls out a gun, and he's like, I need that laptop. So clearly he must have given up the laptop, because when Damon goes into this, I don't know where he was, but he goes into the safe where the laptop was supposed to be in, and it was gone, okay? So he's upset about that. Then Damon goes to Cookie's house, and how did he get up in there? I don't know. Now he's pissed off at Cookie, and he's like, you owe me, B. And so we're going to see what happens with that next week. So now she is in bad standing with Damon, okay? All right, but what I wanted to talk about before we wrap this up is, you know, when Andre was bonding with his son, Kingsley, he's delusional, Andre, and he sees Kingsley, and Kingsley is saying, I'm the one who saved your family, not God. So here we go with this. My main thing is, I'm a little concerned about Andre because we already know that he's dealing with mental issues. And so I'm hoping that him seeing Kingsley too much is not going to cause him to do anything, you know, crazy, or, you know, something that will cause him to lose Empire or cause him to lose his family. So, yeah. I was about to say we're going to have to pray for Andre. All right. This is just a show. But my mind was just already like trained to be like, we're going to have to pray for Andre. Anyway, so we're going to see what happens with Andre, okay, in this whole thing. Like I said, something's gonna go on with Andre's mind, okay. I don't know if he needs to go see somebody, needs to get on some type of meds for that, to control whatever is going on, the delusions, but something has to give, because this is going to be something, I believe, that will ruin Andre. And I'm a little scared for him, because I like Andre a lot, okay? Anyway, so that was my recap, guys. If there's anything that I missed, because I did try to condense it as much as I could, so hopefully that gives you guys much room to talk about other things that I did not speak of, or to even elaborate on anything that I did. All right, so thank you so much for joining me once again. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are, you know, one of my people that watches Power, don't forget to join me this weekend when I upload my next Power review. All right, take care and God bless. Bye-bye.